morning.
Good morning, Miss Walsh. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
What division, what facility are you with? I'm sorry, Mr. Kamal.
You called policeabuse.com to report a complaint.
Yes, I did, and you're calling me back. That's a blessing.
Well, thank you. We're happy to help you. I got your message, and I want to go over what you said and then what my impressions are, and then you can tell me more about what happened.
Okay.
Okay. So you said your husband is suffering from an ailment that maybe makes him lose memory, or he has other issues. Is that right?
My husband is 78 years old, however, and I've been taking care of him all our lives. We've been taking care of one another. These past few years, he's got dementia, and it gets a little bit out of control. So, last week he went to Chase Bank. He fell down in the bank. I was with him at the post office in Pine Hills, and Chase Bank, they share a common building. So I'm in the post office with a package for our son. I said, well, just hold on while I go to the post office. Well, he didn't hold on. He walks out, goes down to the bank, falls down. He didn't have to go outside. The bank and the post office share a common area on the inside. So anyway, he falls. I get out of the post office, mail the package, have the receipt and all that, and I look out the front door, and there's the paramedics wheeling in a stretcher. Oh, my God, into the bank. Well, I knew right away it must be my husband. I don't know why, but I figured, oh, God. So I went right over there. I'm with the paramedics. They hadn't even gotten inside the building. I go inside with them, and sure enough, there's my husband in the bank sitting down in a chair with a couple of the bankers. And this is Chase Bank. So anyway, from there, this whole situation escalated. Department of Children and Families comes to our house. I don't remember the interval, with 2 officers. Now, I greeted them, I don't mind, policemen. I took them down the back end of the house. My husband's in a recliner, watching TV, and he's sitting with one of the Yorkies. No problem. The officer said, we need to talk with you, Mr. Walsh. So he gets up and goes to talk with them. They bring him in the living room. And from there they said, oh, we need to put him in a nursing home. My husband responded, I am not going to no nursing home. There's nothing wrong with me. And then he's upset. I'm confused. And then the officer says, oh, and I will need your husband's medicine. I said, excuse me, my husband has PTSD from the Veterans Hospital. I cannot give you more than 5, but I will keep the bottle because the veterans allocates it by the computer system. And my husband already had his allocated amount of pills. So I didn't give them the bottle, and that's why I got arrested. So that's the end of that story.
Hold on. Let me back up. So let me go back over this. You and your husband go to the bank. He has a medical issue that causes him to faint. Paramedics are called. You guys ultimately get yourselves home, and you're back home at this point. And then was it the same?
We live right in the neighborhood, right within the same walking distance. Yes, sir.
Okay, and how long before the police arrived from the time that the incident happened at the bank? Was it a day or the same day?
The same day, I guess, maybe a little later in the day.
Okay.
I'm sure they have it written down.
Okay, and what's the name of the police department?
Oh, Orange County Sheriff's Department.
Okay, Orange County Sheriff's. And do you know the officers' names?
Yeah, I know both of them. One was Joseph. In fact, I got the arrest record here. One was Joseph, and the other young man was Mccray. He's the intern.
Mccray.
Somebody said rookie.
Okay,
and,
so the two officers.
That man handled me. I've got bruises. My leg is killing me. He put me in the cruiser. The space was so tight. My right leg now is incapacitated.
So let me stop you for a second. How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm 78. No, I don't mind. It's only a number. So I'm 78, and I've been in good health. Thank God.
Okay, so you and your husband are both 78.
Wait a minute, young man. I'm born in 10/10/34. 4 from 13 is 9. Oh, yeah, that's how old I am. I'll be 79 October the 10th. I was born 1934.
Okay, 1934. And you and your husband have been married 60 years?
Yes. He's kind of a quiet guy. He could be a little bit brighter, but, he's sweet.
So, and he basically, other than this encounter where he had at the bank, he's doing well enough to stay at home with you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and
We have we have a daughter that lives 7 houses up the street. He walks up to her house. She's our youngest daughter. We have an older daughter that lives in Ocoee.
so you not only have yourself, but you have immediate family in the area to support if you need help with him.
Yes, 4 daughters, and yes, I do, sir.
Okay. Did the police take any of that into consideration before they took him away? And I actually want to go back. Let me back up. Even before I ask that question, I have a different question. Because I wanted to get your age, and I want to repeat what you said to me so I make sure I have things straight. You're telling me that you and your husband, who have been married 60 years, have been living together without problem up to this point. You're both 78 years old, and he has this medical incident. And based on that sole incident, they come to your house and they arrest you for not giving them the medicine that they asked for, and they charged you with what?
What's on that paper bill? You got it. They charged me with well, I know, resisting arrest.
They charged you. You're a 78-year-old woman, and they charged you with resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any facts here that would support that kind of an arrest, at least not in my opinion. What did they tell you the reasoning was? That you...
Well, the reason was when this officer, the rookie, I only know he's a rookie because somebody said he's a rookie. What do I know? But anyway, I believe the other officer, Joseph, was kind of teaching him, because even when I went to jail, he was showing him about the computer and really was right there with him like a right-hand man. So that's how I know this younger officer was being trained.
Okay, tell me how they arrested you. Tell me how they took you into custody. How did it start? What was the first thing he said that let you know that you were going to jail?
The minute I knew I was going to jail, they walked me out to the cruiser. They put my husband in another cruiser. My husband's 87. He was born in 9/22/27. Thank you, Bill.
Okay, so he's 87. I'm sorry, I got his age wrong.
That's okay. I appreciate your patience, because I'm still trying to... and I'm usually a positive thinker. I went to church Sunday, and we're members of the church, both my husband and I, and we do have 4 daughters and a son. We have 12 grandchildren, and we have 22 great-grandchildren. So we've had a wonderful life, and we've been in this house for 30 years. Our mortgage is paid. We don't have any financial issues, and this whole thing, I'm a resident of Orlando, Pine Hills, the sheriff's department, the church, and this whole thing is disgusting. That's all I can say.
Now, when did all this happen? Give me the date that you were arrested.
Oh God, I think it was last Friday. Let's see what date that could have been. That must have been on the 7th of June.
Okay.
They came to my house.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They came to my house at 907 Sunnyland. Now, we're only a block or so away from the bank. So anyway, that's how short a time span it was from when he fell in the bank. So from the bank, I took him home, and he looked okay to me. And then 2 officers and a woman from ADC, Children's Family Services, and she came in, and they took my husband from the bedroom, brought him in the living room. I don't know what they transpired there. It was like a private discussion between them and my husband. And he does have dementia. He's hard of hearing, so I don't know what he heard. I don't know what they said. That was like a private deal. And so then they said, well, we're putting your husband in a nursing home. And then one of the officers said, I'm going to need his medicine. I said, excuse me, officer. And this was the I'm trying to read his signature, Mccray, M-C-C-R-A-Y. Oh yeah, here's his name, I could see it. Capital M-C-C-R-A-Y, Tremaine. And his badge number is 7163. The other officer was Joseph.
7163. And the other officer's name was Joseph?
No, that was the second. This officer, the first one, was Tremaine. That's his first name. His last
Tremaine Mccray, and the other one?
Right. Was Joseph, was his last name.
Okay.
Be on here also.
All right.
And Joseph seemed to be in charge, and yet Mccray was doing whatever transpired.
Okay, so let me back up to the arrest. You said you were injured and you had bruising. How did that happen, and did they get physical with you? Tell me about that.
I think what happened was Mccray was the one that I had the most of the conversation with. He says, I need your husband's pills. I said, excuse me, officer, I cannot give you the bottle of pills, or the bottle, I think he did say. I said, I'll give you 5 pills. I figured maybe they wanted to research the medicine, whatever. I didn't mind. You know, we're not drug addicts. Do whatever you want, but here's 5 pills. I said, but I cannot give you the bottle because the Veterans Hospital that dispersed them in the first place, they have routine that goes by the computer, and if the computer says you've already been allocated so many pills, you don't get any more. So I was concerned that if I gave him the whole bottle, and I'm here with my husband at 907 Sunnyland, what's he going to do for medicine? So that's why I refused, but I did give him the 5 pills or whatever number.
Well, here's what I want to tell you, and I'm a police practices expert, so I'm not just talking, without any evidence or information. I'm telling you that based on what you're telling me, there's not a crime here. You can't arrest someone because they won't give you a bottle of pills. That's not resisting. That's not obstruction. I don't know what he arrested you for. Have you gone to court yet?
Either, because I'm telling you, I don't do things like that. I'm a mature female, and I've been in this Pine Hill for 30 years. I'm not stupid. I'm fairly educated. So that's what it says on the paper, because I did not give him, Barbara then placed a bottle of medication inside of her pocket and stated, if you want this medicine, then go to the doctor and get some yourself.
I got to tell you, I'm going to help you with this. Let me just tell you what we do, and then if you need additional help, I'll tell you how to get it, okay?
Okay.
All right, this is a real straightforward complaint for me, and if you, I don't know how you found us. Can you tell us if you were on the internet? Did someone give you our number?
Oh, God, I tell you, I go to church on Sunday, and they know me there. I know them. They know me. I belong to. And there's an article. I just picked up the table here today to clean up. Monday, May 27th, local news. Here's the headline. Efforts to prevent elder fraud pick up steam. So evidently, it's picking up steam to protect elders. Now, the word fraud, I just transposed it to mean abuse.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading efforts to prevent elder abuse. And then I called a number down here, Florida Attorney General's office, down there, abuse hotline, and Cuija, God name, that name, Quija. I called her, and she gave me your number.
Okay.
That's how I got your number.
Okay. Well, here's what I need you to do. Our website is policeabuse.com, and if you're good with the internet, great. If you're not, you can have a family member help you. But we have a pretty simple process. All I need you to do is fill out a complaint form, and if you fill that form out, I will make sure that it's delivered to the sheriff's office on our letterhead. With attached will be an audio recording of the statement you gave me today, if you're comfortable with me providing that and making it public.
Great, and I don't do that. Where would I get the complaint form?
Well, the complaint form is on the website. It's in the upper left-hand corner. You don't have to get.
I'm not as smart with web, but my 2 daughters, one works for Florida Hospital, that's Ginger, and Brenda works for Express Script, that's a large pharmacy company. So I'm going to give them that. I think it was www.policeabuse.com. Is that the website you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So if they go to that website with you, they can fill out the complaint form. We don't charge any fee. There's no fee to file it. I already have a good recorded interview of you right now, and I can turn the interview over to the sheriff's office today to get the investigation started. So what I'm going to do when I get off the phone with you is I'm going to email this. This is going to be a YouTube video from my office with our interview today. I'm going to send that to the sheriff's office and request an investigation on your behalf.
That is wonderful. And your last name is Kaman, K-A-M-A-N?
Actually, it's K-A-M-A-U. K-A-M-A-U.
K-A-M-A-U.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and there's no fee for that. So what I want you to do is fill out the form and don't worry about it. You're not going to get a bill. There's no expense. But I do want you to know this: you are going to need a lawyer to deal with part of this, because if they go forward with a criminal charge, you're absolutely going to need a lawyer. I'm hoping that they'll just drop it, and I think if the sheriff's office sees what I'm seeing, they're going to tell them to drop this. This is not the kind of case you want to take forward. If they do go forward, you are going to need an attorney. We don't represent our clients. What we do is we collect the evidence for the attorney to protect our clients, because the attorneys sometimes have their own game going on. They want to get paid and they don't want to do a whole lot of work. So they'll tell you to take a deal and you may not want to take a deal. They may tell you to do something you don't want to do. So we're going to be watching out for that if you become a member. So membership is on the page. If you need help, further help, you can call back. The 800 number you dialed previously is the number you dial. And if you get the receptionist, tell her that you want to talk to Mr. Kamal or Miss Jackson, or if you tell her you want to become a member, she'll patch you through. So I have enough information to send this over to the sheriff's office. Fill that complaint form out. I'll let them know. Let me just make sure I have your name right. Your name is Mrs. Walsh, correct? And that's W-A-L?
Barbara Walsh, W-A-L-S-H.
Okay.
Are you from India with a name like Camus? That's unusual. In New England, I like names. I'm trying to figure you out.
Well, you'll be surprised. That name is found in a couple of places around the world, but I'm actually a U.S. citizen. I actually changed my name. I changed my name several years ago after my father was beaten by the police. I was a cop, and I just walked away from the job. I changed my name, and I started investigating police corruption, and that's what I do. So I'm here to help people like you. Well, thank you. I know what you're going through. I've been there myself. Most of my staff have experience with cases of their own, or they know what goes on because they've been in law enforcement, and we're here to help people like you who may not know the way.
Well, I certainly look forward to meeting and following up on all of this, because like I said, I didn't want it to happen to somebody else, because common sense tells you, I was nice to this young rookie guy. I'm trying to be respectful. He's a rookie officer, but he was nice, and the other officer was nice. I welcomed them into my home. I said, I have respect for policemen, which I do, and I like school teachers. But look, I have respect for myself. I didn't just fall off of a banana patch or something.
Yes.
But
yeah, listen, ma'am,
are you an officer or just a private citizen?
No, I'm a private citizen, but the difference between me and every other private citizen is that I'm a retired, decorated police detective. I know what I'm doing. So I can take skills that I have and assist someone like you kind of in reverse, because I know what the police are always trying to do, and that's get a conviction, even if it's not a good case. And my job is to unravel it. So what I do is I do expert witness testimony, I do expert witness reports, so that when the court gets a case like this and the judge doesn't understand that the police officers are the ones that screwed it up, I can tell them, no, this is not the way it's supposed to be. I would never arrest a 78-year-old woman under these circumstances.
Well, and I'm a healthy 78, but I did go to the doctor the following day, and they said your blood pressure's too high, 188 over 80 something. So I do consider my health. I mean, I have 22 great-grandchildren. I want to see them grow. I don't want to drop dead out in the yard somewhere.
Well, don't you worry. We're going to help you. Just get that complaint form filled out, and we'll get it processed immediately. It takes about 3 days, but I'm going to actually forward this recorded call to the sheriff's office now on the Orange County website.
Okay, I have been here 30 years at this address. We own the house. We're financially, above water, if that's an expression in this day and age. We're doing fine. But this whole fiasco was disgusting. And but I appreciate PD, private D. Yeah, I put you down as a PD. Bravo.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're quite welcome. Give my best to your husband, and feel free to call us back if you need us.
God bless you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate everything.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.